lineup for Indiana, courtesy of State Farm. Preston Hibberter up front. George Hill out there with Lance Stevenson. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And for the Heat, at the 2 and 3, the superstar duo of D-Wade and LeBron James. Haslam and Bosh are up front. And it's Chalmers in at the 1 spot. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Wade from outside. LeBron passes to Haslam. From outside the arc. And it's Chalmers that time on the assist by Haslam. Chalmers has got the opening field goal of the game for the Heat.
Well, guys, he's a tremendous spot-up shooter. Even with a hand in his face, he can knock down that jump shot. Very solid in terms of his focus and his concentration.
You know, Steve, something else that jumps out at me about him is how often he thwarts penetration with his active hands. I mean, he gets a lot of his steals as players try to make their way to the basket. You let him get to the rim, and that's exactly what's going to happen. You deserve that.
He's more than capable, you're right, Mark, of providing some great highlight reel material.
Yes, sir. And for a point guard to finish like that, I mean, that is just special.
That's good.
You know, the defense has to prevent the ball from getting down into that area if they're going to be successful, guys.
And finished off by LeBron.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
Well, you know when he goes up with both hands, it's going to go down hard.
Hill kicks it to West. Throws up from the top of the key. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Well, you know what? You really expect him to knock that jumper down when he gets a good look like that.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Heat. They lead by 7. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong and they put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. E.J. Augustine out there with Lance Stevenson. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Danny Green. And it's Mahimi at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Boy, that was a heck of a catch on that pass, and then to lay it up and in, all in one motion.
That's about as graceful as it gets, huh?
Splendid.
And I like that he just went with a simple layup instead of trying to do anything too fancy. He just got the job done.
A nice shot by George. 26 seconds left in the first half. Allen dishes the Bosh. Cole shoots the 3. Shot's good. Cole's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ball stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. LeBron with the ball. Well placed. A pass into the layup. Here's Augustine. Poked loose. He got it up. That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. And we finished one half of basketball.
Your Heat. Now, presented by Sprint. 4.
It's hump day. And a bird's eye view of the American Airlines Arena, nestled on the waters of Biscayne Bay as we return to South Florida. Nice game. Great performance by Mario Chalmers.
Now, it's been nothing but positive for this team. The way he's been really selective with his shot making, been very unselfish. I think this has been an efficient performance for him.
I agree with you, Steve. Very few questionable decisions, if any, from him, as he has always looked for the best shot every trip down the floor. I mean, I like the fact that he's judicious in his approach.
Wayne Wade and LeBron James, the best perimeter tandem in the game. Haslam and Bosh are up front, and it's Chalmers in at the point guard position. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Hill against Chalmers. Hill kicks to Stevenson. Pass to George. And that one's good. George has got 6.
Well, he's really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
LeBron kicks to Wade. The kick out to Bosh. The 19-foot shot. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Bosh has got his first bucket in this one. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. While we're still getting underway here in the fourth, let's go down to Doris Burke, who has our Sprite uncontainable game report. Doris?
Hey guys, well it was the stretch by the Heat that garners the uncontainable game today. They wanted to have a big presence on defense and be the aggressor, and it showed as they were all business in that first period. A big part of why they have the lead now.
Okay, Doris, thank you. And that was quite a run, guys. That made a big impact on where we are right now.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say, Kevin. It was a major turning point. You know, they really hit on something that in the blink of an eye had them scoring almost at will.
Well, you got to share the credit for that kind of run. I mean, you can't just say it was all about offense. There was some stingy, stiff defense being played, too.
A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Pacers. On the wing, Paul George and Danny Granger. Tyler Hansbrough out there with West. And it's Hill at the point. And it's Granger with the jam.
Nice little run here, but it may be too little too late.
Yeah, I agree. Just not enough time, Steve. The clock is their enemy, not their friend.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Miami can just let the clock run down here. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Hansbrough. 11 feet away, and it's blocked. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. How much did it